One can choose from a variety of jewelry to suit one's ear piercing. During ancient times, women used to wear much heavier golden earrings, comparison to this present generation. Sharing a video on ear piercings. There are varieties of ear piercings available, and it may be difficult to decide which one to select. Each type of piercing has a different caliber of pain and recovery times. Sometimes, especially the young one, after ear piercing, if nothing is put on the ears, then the ear holes may get closed, and new ear piercing is required. If it happens, especially to the young girls, then put a small stick inside the ear. Before putting the stick inside the ear holes, rub the stick with coconut oil, and rotate the stick for around 1 minute, every day. Put the stick on the ears while sleeping, and rotating the stick for around 1 week, will broaden the ear hole, and one will be able to put earrings easily, without going for new ear piercing. I am showing you some kinds of ear piercings people used to have. The lobe piercing is the most common piercing for a girl to have one, which is usually performed at an early age, under parents' supervision. During ancient time, gold is used to pierce hole on ears, and ears pierced with gold does not lead to infection, as other materials may lead to infection like colloids.